Morning, everybody. It's a foggy morning up here in Lebanon County, but I have a rare opportunity here to do a little teaching moment with you guys. I got this really cool boulder sitting here. It's a good one. A buddy of mine gave me a tip off about it being here, and not only is some of this beautiful material going to end up in the stash bags, which will not be called stash bags for much longer. We'll get some of this malachite, and you can see here chrysocolla. Gorgeous stuff in here, gorgeous. But I want to show you guys how to crack on a line. We're lucky. I tried brute forcing this thing, hoping I could get it to just crack off, but all it's doing is messing up the surface malachite. And that's also how I found out this did not run deep. But what you got here is lines. And this is where you do a break. This is where you take your chisel in. I just did that down here, and I pulled off two really cool pieces that are sitting over in the roux. But yeah, this is what you're looking for when you're breaking a rock. So I'm going to go in here to try to take this off the rest of the way. And I'm also going to work this line here to try to get off this side of the material. You can see some of the beautiful formations here. I'm very excited to get this material out of here and saved and preserved, and then also given out to you guys, because that's what I do, and that's the fun of this. Let's see what we got over here. Yeah, so some of these minerals, when they get exposed to water for a period of time, start to degrade. So that's another good reason to try to save this sort of material. But yeah, cool stuff. But yeah, that's what you're looking for when you're trying to work into a big rock like this. This is it appears to be quartz that this is grown on. But yeah, that is exactly when I'm looking to break a rock down. Those natural fracture lines, those fissures, are exactly what you're looking for when you're trying to break down a boulder. I hope that little bit of information is helpful. All right, let's give it 30 whacks. Again, I tried using the 16-pounder. It was just messing things up too much. And you'll see the material's breaking away there. But you're just going to keep working it. And like when I come back at it, I don't want to go in here. I picked this spot because it was bare. And you can see there might already be a little weakening there. But I'll probably try coming in here because there's a lot less material. This is still pretty solid. Or maybe up here. But maybe we'll get lucky and a bit more will break off than we know. It's starting. We'll get there. You can see it's making quite the pocket. The material's going away, but eventually it'll bite. It's very good to learn to alternate hit with your hands. Keeps coordination up in both and allows you to rest arms. Well, we'll get there. Try straddling it, coming at a different angle. And that's something to do too. You know, if you're coming in straight, change your hit. Come in this way, come in that way. See, that's already got some purchase there. It really is often just a matter of switching your angle. I can feel that whole rock moving now. Eventually, I'll decide to be financially stupid enough to buy a hammer drill and feather wedges, but in the meantime, we will continue to use muscle and metal, just the way the old ones did. All right, we're going to keep going. I was super excited when I got the picture of this thing from my friend, because this kind of material from this location is getting kind of rare. Not only would I like to distribute some of this to the populace for preservation or collections and homes, but I would just like some to be preserved from the location. No, I'm not telling everyone exactly where this is, but I gave you the county, and the material will probably be a bit of a giveaway to most of you. But yeah, this site is going away quickly. And hopefully, before I run out of room on the phone for this video, this rock will break. She's putting up a good fight. That's all right. That's what we're here for. I fight rocks. I was talking with a friend of mine on the way up. I said, you know, I should have sharpened the chisels last night, but I was afraid I was going to jinx the whole works. I've talked about this before, maybe not on video. The more you do this, the more you're keying on sounds. You can hear, usually right before the rock's about to take the final split, there's usually indicators as well. My fear now, and it's probably very unfounded, like we're probably sunk in there about that far. You know, you can kind of see the line. I have another straight chisel in the car. I might get that one and try to double in, but it's usually about the moment when you're starting to make secondary plans on how to make the split happen that it just kind of works itself out. Sort of like when you're looking for your car keys and you've looked everywhere, but you know if you ask somebody else to help you, you will find them within moments. And it usually works. The nice thing is, if I get it in there a little further, I can take the 16-pounder, do it. But right now, it's still popping out. If I can get a little purchase on the thing, I really feel a couple whacks with the 16 will take care of this. But again, oh, well, we cracked the top. I'll take it. It's good material. Not what I was hoping for, but, you know, good enough. But I think I'll probably still keep trying to crack because there's more on the side here I want to get. Here, let me clean these off real quick. But I'll stop the video in a moment because you got the general idea. Nobody really wants to hear me pant and puff for that long. So, here we go. There we are. And a slightly larger one there. But yeah, that's the idea. Follow your natural breaks in the rock. Happy hunting, everybody. Take care out there.